Welcome. There's a famous saying in the YouTube Science Recharge Navy division, a call them to surface, and no wonder, with 120 to 140 people on board, a submarine can move through the depths of the ocean, remaining submerged for 48 hours. After that, it will have to surface to recharge its batteries, and if you do this in enemy waters, the chances of escape are very low. So, what can you do to protect the soldiers of the country who are ready to die for it? Well, there's only two options left. Either you buy a nuclear submarine or use AIP, Air Independent Propulsion technology. First, let's talk about nuclear submarines. A nuclear submarine is powered by nuclear reactors, and we have a detailed video on how nuclear reactors work, available on the channel. Now you might ask, how long can a nuclear submarine stay underwater? You'll be surprised to know that a nuclear submarine can stay submerged for over 4 months. So, when a nuclear submarine has such high endurance, why are diesel-electric submarines still in use? The biggest reason is cost. If you want to buy a nuclear submarine today, it will cost around 32,000 crore rupees, while a diesel-electric submarine will cost about 3,500 crore rupees. In fact, for the same price of one nuclear submarine, you can get 7 or 8 diesel-electric submarines. Now you might say, what's the advantage of spending more? Well, here's the thing. Diesel-electric submarines can stay submerged for about 2 to 3 days, but nuclear submarines can stay submerged for months, carry more weight, and have more weapons. So shouldn't we equip our soldiers with better weapons? But here's where we make a huge mistake. A technical summary. The setup of the soldier's safety is not guaranteed. How, you ask? Let me explain in 2 points. First, to keep the nuclear reactor cool, seawater is used, which eventually heats up and rises to the surface. This heat can be detected easily using thermal imaging technology, making it easier to track. Second, the reactor of a nuclear submarine can never be shut down. You might think, okay, let's shut it down to avoid detection, but that's not possible. This is because the constant operation of the reactor generates a sound which, compared to a diesel-electric submarine, is much easier to detect. If you turn off the diesel-electric submarine's engine, it becomes nearly silent. So if you shut down a diesel-electric submarine, it can still sneak around, attack when the opportunity arises, and escape. A nuclear submarine, on the other hand, will always be a bit louder. So why not use diesel-electric submarines instead? Here's where the answer lies. What if we could figure out a way to recharge the diesel-electric submarine's battery while submerged? You might be wondering, can that really be done? Well, yes, it absolutely can. The technology we're talking about is called AIP, Air Independent Propulsion, and it allows submarines to recharge underwater without surfacing. I'll explain it in simple terms. There are 4 types of AIP technology developed, but we'll focus on the most advanced and popular one, which uses fuel cells. This device generates electricity through chemical energy. Because this is a highly classified and advanced technology, it's not publicly available, but I'll explain it as simply as I can. Think of the cells you use at home, where chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. In submarines, these fuel cells are much larger, capable of producing more power and operating faster. The technology involves using hydrogen as fuel and oxygen efficiently. Additionally, several other fuel cell types like PEM, PSC, and others are used by countries such as Germany and France. Even India's DRDO has developed fuel cells for its submarines. Soon, you'll get some great news about this technology. But let me answer some of your questions. Why can't you shut down a nuclear reactor instantly? The reactor can't be turned off at the push of a button. The process requires control, and it takes about 5 to 10 hours to fully shut down and restart. This is why the reactor is never turned off while the submarine is underwater. That's all for today. If you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. See you in the next video. Jai Hind!